Hello, dear students of 9th standard. I am continuing the physics questions and answers discussion, and this is the 9th question where I stopped in the first part. Let us continue the same. Define the law of universal gravitation. The force of attraction between the two objects is directly proportional to the product of their masses, that is capital M and small m, inversely proportional to the square of the distance, that is d square. The formula also has to be learnt and written. B part is related to the same question. Name the factors that influence the gravitational force between two bodies. As per the law, you have the masses of two objects. So mass of the bodies is the main factor, and also the distance. If the mass is more, the gravitational force also becomes more. If the distance becomes more, the gravitational force between the objects will decrease. So if the mass increases, force also increases. If the distance increases, force decreases. Now let us come to the next question, that is the choice question. Explain Archimedes' principle. When an object is completely or partially immersed in a fluid, it experiences a upward thrust or the force which is equal to the weight of the fluid displaced by it. That is the Archimedes principle. To understand the law, we will just see the diagram and understand. Here a 5 kg material is taken and it is going to be immersed in the vessel, and vessel has an outlet where the water which is displaced by the object immersed will be collected. And when we see, you can see here, object when it is immersed completely inside, the water comes to the upward part and it is upwardly displaced. So the mass of the water which is displaced here is 2 kg, and that is the force exerted on the object which is immersed in the water. That is the Archimedes principle. Now the application what is studied by Archimedes principle is the ships and the submarines. How to make them floating in the water bodies is understood better by studying the Archimedes principle. And also this principle helps to design the lactometers and the hydrometers to get the measurement of the densities of milk or water. Now 10th question is, name the force that causes the change in the position and the state of the object. Shape also can be changed. So that is unbalanced force. You can see the pictures where the shape and size of the objects can be changed. It is unbalanced force. Define 1 Newton force. The amount of force that must be applied to obtain acceleration of 1 meter per second square by a body is called 1 Newton force. Name the principle on which the rocket works. Newton's third law of motion is the principle. And if you are asked to state the principle, write like this: for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. State the difference between force and the speed and the velocity. So this has to be velocity and the speed. The velocity is nothing but the rate of distance traveled. Speed is the rate of displacement. The velocity does not have the direction. It's a scalar quantity. The speed has the direction and it is a vector quantity. Give the examples of uniform motion and non-uniform motion. The uniform acceleration or uniform motion is nothing but covering the same distance in equal interval of time. The bodies which fall from the height independently or freely, they experience the same acceleration. It's called uniform acceleration. If a car moves up towards the top part of the hill, and if it is coming down of the hill, there will be the difference between the speed of the vehicle. So it is called non-uniform motion. So there will be different speed in the different intervals of time. That is non-uniform motion. Now let us see the 12th question. Is it possible for a body to change the position when no force is acting on it? Justify your answer with reason. Yes, the displacement is possible even being the force is zero, because by studying this formula, F is equal to m into a, when a is 0, the acceleration of the body in the uniform motion is 0, the force also becomes 0, because m into a is 0, so F is also 0 finally. But the position of the body changes, though there will be the displacement possible, the force can be 0. State two conditions that say work has been done. If the body of the body undergoes change in the position, then the work has been done. If the shape and condition of the body changes, then also we say that work is done. And even if the force is applied on the body, then also we say that the body has experienced some work. Now, the question C asks, describe energy. The ability to do work is called energy. The SI unit of energy is joule. Express 1 kilowatt in joules. 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 joules is 1 kilowatt hour. Now, this question has got a choice also. In that, A, B, C parts are there. First question is, describe kinetic energy. The energy acquired by bodies due to motion is called as kinetic energy. Power is called the rate of work done. There will be confusion among the energy and power. The energy is ability to do work, but the power is the rate of work done. Now, let us continue about the B part of the question. What is the kinetic energy of freely falling body when it is finally reaches the ground finally? The momentum of the body falling towards the ground, its potential energy goes on decreasing and the kinetic energy goes on increasing. When it touches the ground, the momentum is converted completely into kinetic energy. After it touches the ground, the kinetic energy converts into heat energy or sound energy. And kinetic energy of the body can also bring the deformity in the ground. It can change the shape of the ground. It depends upon the nature of the ground also. The C part asks the formula for work done when the body is applied with the force in the direction of displacement. W is equal to F into S. Work is equal to force into displacement. That is the formula. So here I conclude the physics part of the model paper which was released by the board for the practice of SA2 examination for 9th standard students. All of you study well and prepare well for the exam tomorrow.